All right, let's jump right in. We're going to break down 30 pieces of advice for navigating your 20s, all inspired by a really insightful article from a writer named Clemens. This decade can feel like a total whirlwind, so let's try to get some clarity. And let's be real for a second. Does this feel familiar? That pressure in your 20s to have your career, your relationships, your whole future just perfectly planned out? It can be intense. But what if that's completely the wrong way to look at it? The source material really hits the nail on the head with this. The journey was more important than the destination. Enjoy it while it lasts, and don't be afraid to start over. See, the whole point isn't about getting everything right on the first try. It's about embracing the process, the mess, and all the learning that happens along the way. Okay, so with that mindset locked in, let's get into the first big theme from the list: how to really consciously expand your worldview. This is all about getting your hands dirty, you know? The advice is to travel, sure, but to do it in a way that actually immerses you. Take the rickety public transport, eat the amazing street food, live with a bunch of random, interesting roommates. That roughing it phase, that's where the real growth happens. It builds resilience and makes you a way better problem solver. And the article lays out two really cool ways to get that new perspective. You can either plant some roots, move abroad for a couple of years and just soak up one new culture. Or you can go the other way, live a more nomadic life out of a suitcase, finding that your home is really within yourself. Either way, the goal is the same: shatter your comfort zone. All right, moving on to our next section. After you've expanded your horizons, it's time to get a little practical. It's time to build your financial foundation. So when it comes to your career, the big message here is that there is no one-size-fits-all path. It's not cookie cutter. You gotta be nimble, look for skills you can take with you to different industries, and don't feel pressured to get another degree if it's not really for you. You know what the real key skill is? Learning how to tell your own professional story in a way that's compelling. The journey to feeling good about your finances can really be broken down into 3 big steps. First, get a handle on budgeting. Learn to live on a little less so you can save more and stay out of that debt cycle. Second, start investing as early as you possibly can. Take advantage of those company matches. And third, and this one is huge, you've got to focus on the big picture. Seriously, stressing over a $30 purchase is totally missing the point when it's the $30,000 decisions. We're talking housing, student loans, a car. Those are the things that actually shape your financial future. That's where your energy needs to go. Money is definitely crucial, but it's only one piece of the puzzle. So now, let's pivot to the thing that truly fuels you. It's time to invest in your well-being. And that starts with the physical stuff. Health really is wealth, and the advice here is super straightforward because it just works. Build a consistent routine for exercise and self-care. Pay attention to what you're putting in your body. And please, don't forget the simple stuff: your teeth, your skin. Starting these habits now is so much easier than trying to fix problems down the road. And having that foundation of physical health, that's what gives you the energy for your passions. I just love this quote from the article. Writers write, "It's not about trying to make money from your passion, it's about the simple act of doing it." So whatever your writing is, your music, your art, that coding project, just pour yourself into it. The act itself is the real reward. Taking care of yourself also means learning some basic life skills that just make everything else easier. And look, you don't have to become some gourmet chef. Just learn a handful of solid, reliable dishes. If you can master a couple of go-to meals for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, you've unlocked a skill that's amazing for your health, your wallet, and even your social life. And of course, all of this is supported by your inner world and your connections to other people. Keep a journal. Seriously, the act of writing stuff down really cements your memories. Be intentional about your friendships and that network of mentors. And try to create a system to remember moments, not just post them online for a few likes. And that idea of building a solid foundation, it applies to the huge life decisions too. The source gets really specific with this, offering up some concrete benchmarks. For example, for a massive decision like having kids, it suggests having at least 6 months of savings banked as a prerequisite. It's just a great example of how you can use these ideas to create real, tangible goals for yourself. Okay, let's bring all these ideas home. Our final section is really the ultimate takeaway from all this advice. It's all about learning how to craft your own path. This is basically the engine for your 20s. You have to stay deeply curious. Yeah, go down those Wikipedia rabbit holes. Intentionally challenge yourself with things that are hard, because that is where all the growth happens. And so important, surround yourself with good influences, people who lift you up and push you to be better. So here it is, the big twist. The ultimate goal isn't just to follow someone else's list of 30 tips. It's to use that as inspiration to write your own list of goals, your own personal 30 under 30, and then build the systems in your life to actually go after it. And that really just leaves us with the final and most important question. After hearing all this, after thinking about your own journey, what's going to be on your list?